Hi, you are welcomed once again to our chemistry class today. In our chemistry class today, we are going to consider what question do we expect you to have in your chemistry practical 2025. So, if you look at what I am presenting before you now, is question 2, and that question 2 says that C is a mixture of organic and inorganic compounds. Carry out the following exercises on C. Record your observation and identify any gas or gases evolved. State the conclusion you draw from the result of each test. A. Put all the C in a test tube and add about 10 cm cube distilled water and divide the resulting solution into 5 portions. To the first portion, add few drops of sodium hydroxide aqueous, then in excess. That means you add small. You add small, later you add in excess. To the second portion, add few drops of aqueous ammonia, then in excess. To the third portion, add dilute HCl followed by barium chloride. To the fourth portion, add barium chloride followed by HCl aqueous. That one you are doing otherwise. To the fifth portion, add few drops of saline solution. Check and heat. So this is the question that I am suspecting you may see part of it in this year's chemistry practical question 2. Okay, so in solving this problem, what you need to know is about the reagent. They have told you that C is mixed with 2 substances. One is organic, one is inorganic. Now, all the tests they ask you to carry out from I to D, you need to know which reagent can I use to test which ion. So, like in I, they said you should add sodium hydroxide in little then excess. That means you are testing metal. The same thing. Sodium hydroxide and aqueous ammonia are used mainly for cation, so you should know that it's cation. Now, the physical appearance of the cation you are dealing with will help you to know what substance you are testing for. Then when you go to third portion, they said dilute HCl, then followed by barium chloride. Dilute HCl and barium chloride, you use it to test for anion. Then the last one, when they said Fehling solutions, you use Fehling solutions and heat to test for glucose. That's reducing agent. Okay, so when you have all these at the back of your mind, it will help you to do well. Now let's see the test. The first portion was C. Under test, you know how to draw the table: test, observation, and inference. The first portion, they said you should add C to water, add water to C. So when you did that, under observation, you will tell them, when you check and you see that C will dissolve, so you tell them under observation that C dissolves. Inference, you now tell them C contains soluble organic and inorganic compounds. So the two compounds are solubles because they are mixed and the C dissolved completely. So both of them are soluble. Okay, first portion, then you divide it. After dividing into 6 or into 5, you pick the first portion and then add NaOH aqueous in drops. What you observe is that blue gelatinous PPT will be formed. And that means that the cation that has blue color is mainly Cu2+. So that's the reason inference says Cu2+ is present. Okay, so when you go to in excess, adding it in excess, the PPT that was formed does not dissolve, and we said PPT insoluble. Then you should know that that is what? Cu2+. Okay, now the second portion, you add what? Aqueous ammonia in drops. When you add aqueous ammonia in drops, you have blue gelatinous PPT formed. Similar to what happened with sodium hydroxide solution. Then you report to them that Cu2+ is present. In excess, PPT dissolves. That gelatinous PPT, blue gelatinous PPT, dissolves to form deep blue solution. And then that means it is what? Copper 2 ion that is confirmed. Okay, now third portion plus dilute HCl. When you add that, no observable change. You won't see any change there. So when you add barium chloride, white PPT will be formed. So when you do that and then you see white PPT formed, that means that it is what? SO42- that is present. You have tested for anion now. Now portion 4, the fourth portion, we now start with what? Barium chloride, because we don't know which one that will come. Just know all. Barium chloride. Then when you add barium chloride to it, you have white PPT formed. When you start directly with barium chloride, you should know that more than tetraoxosulfate 6 ion that is expected. So you now have SO32- or not and. If you put and, it will mark you bad. Or CO32-, or if you don't like to put or as OR, you put slash, they will mark it correct for you. CO32- or SO42- is present. Those three ions are present. Maybe one of them may be present there. So when you add barium chloride first, now by the time you add HCl to it, if it is SO32- or CO32-, they will dissolve. But if they refuse, if the PPT refuse to dissolve, that means it is what? SO42- that is present. You report that. The last portion, you now add Ferling solution and shake it and heat the mixture. You will see a color that looks like blue changing to red or brick red PPT. Brick red PPT will be formed. Then inference, you now report that reducing sugar or glucose is present. So this question, try and understand it, memorize it, follow it up, because you don't know what part of this question that I am giving you that may come out in your WAEC this year. keep following this channel. It's quite unfortunate that I do not present the practical part of it, but I believe this theory part of it can go well if you memorize it and understand what each point is talking about. It will help you to do well in your exam. Thank you. I will still be dropping more of the work. If I have my way to do the video of this class, I will do it. So, but study these questions and then follow it up. You will not regret following it. Thank you.